Well, welcome back. It was interesting. Wayne Rooney was asked who he wants to win the Premier League, Manchester City or Liverpool. And I think most United fans would agree with him in the fact that he'd prefer to see City rival City win it as opposed to Liverpool, given their rivalry over the years. And I always find this interesting, boys, because I think it's fair to say that none of you have got an allegiance to a club side particularly, no?
I think we all look at the clubs that we played for and then kind of have some affiliation for them and hope that they do well. But you're right. I don't necessarily have one club that this is my club.
But are you in the minority, or do most footballers?
I'm definitely. Well,
I know you're in the minority in that sense.
I don't know would be the answer. A lot of the guys I played with supported the club, and some of the guys didn't. So, particularly the guys I played with at Celtic, I still see them. The ones that are on social media tweeting about the club because they're actually supporters of the club from being a boy. And I think Wayne Rooney here, it doesn't bother me what he wants, but he grew up, I believe, as an Evertonian.
Sure. Yeah.
Played for Everton as a teenage sensation and then made a move to Man United where he had huge success. So in his mind, he probably doesn't want Liverpool to win the league, but I'm sure he's not going to be too upset if it does.
I think I know the answer to this question, but when you were at Celtic, would you all kind of gather around and watch the Rangers matches and, hope that the opposition would win?
We'd hope, for the very reason that we were trying to win the league.
Sure, yes. But you would go around someone's house, you'd host.
Normally go out. Find an establishment that maybe was showing the aforementioned game. But as a player you would do it. Because it affects you directly if you play the next day. But as soon as I left...
That was it?
That was it. I just... If Celtic and Rangers were playing, I was just...
I think more often what happens as a player is you understand what it means to your fans.
Right.
To beat the big rival. And you obviously want to keep the fans happy and you want them on your side. And it makes a big difference. But it's not as if necessarily, growing up as a kid... Okay, I played for Tottenham, and now I hate Arsenal.
Right.
Well, it wasn't the way I grew up. Of course, as a Tottenham player, I want to do whatever I can to beat Arsenal because I know what it means for our fans to be able to do that. But it wasn't as if it was a childhood hatred of Arsenal that I had just because I happened to be playing for Tottenham.
I think you find yourself immersed in that atmosphere, right? While you're there, while you're as a player, this is your club, and you take on those allegiances. Right. But you also understand that it's a job, and come next week, you could be playing for another club, and you find yourself immersed in another set of allegiances, and the old ones are quickly forgotten. Right. If you haven't grown up as a fan of that club, you forget those, those kind of battles or those hatreds as quickly as you. And
one of my very first ones coming over, as this young American, was a Millwall-West Ham game.
Right.
And it doesn't get any more wilder than a Millwall-West Ham game understand what that means to the fans. Everton,
talking about Wayne Rooney and Evertonians, Everton are not a direct rival now for Liverpool. Mm-hmm. They're not, they used to. Right. In the halcyon days of the 80s when they were winning the championship. And I don't know if Everton fans in general want Man City to win the league rather than the Liverpool rivals, because it is one derby where you actually could have a derby in either of these grounds and not have segregation.
Right.
In the main, apart from maybe one or two idiots. Because Evertonians and Liverpudlians do seem to get on very well, even when they're in the ground.
It's not the same Millwall West Ham.
But I remember I'm at Tottenham, we're playing Liverpool. Liverpool are in second, Arsenal are in first. Mm-hmm. And I'm having a really good game against Liverpool, making saves and all this. I think we end up losing 1-0. And I remember Spurs fans later saying to me, Kasey, we were so proud of how you were playing, but we didn't want to win because we knew if we beat Liverpool, that would gift Arsenal the title. So, there is that hatred at times for those fan groups.
See, I'm in the minority here, as you well know.
Yes.
And many things.
Yes.
I just think, worry about your own. And I know fans do think about it, but I always think, worry about your own club and what your own team are doing rather than what everybody else is doing.
And don't concern yourself. And you just...
a lot of the time, these things are kind of one-directional as well. Everton might hate Liverpool, but Liverpool have their sights set on Manchester United, for example. That's certainly was the case with me at West Ham and some of the other clubs.